Snapchat.
Hello.
We're heading out for breakfast. Do you think it's open? Yeah, it's open.
Well,
It's
did you
Easter.
check if it was open?
Yeah, it's open. I'm pretty sure. Got sent this adorable picture or drawing of both of us. It's super cute. I'm going to include it in the next snap.
You ain't gotta ask Moses. More champagne, more toasts, more damn planes, more posters, a fuck a bus.
Back from brekkie and I am fully into my Easter prep. I just posted a hot cross bun recipe up on my blog and I'm also making some. Quick thank you for the feedback for the last couple of days, the mini lessons that I've been doing for you guys. I've had a few questions when it comes to parents and dealing with parents. It used to be a very common concern for a lot of you, and I can personally relate to this as well. So I have 3 little topics that I want to talk about. The common themes that I've been hearing from you guys are your parents don't understand why you're doing what you're doing. They think you should be doing something else, going to uni, going to college. They don't know why you're trading. They don't know why you want to go after wealth creation. They don't know why you want to do all these different things that are so out of their sphere of awareness. I can really relate to this, and my heart does go out to all of you dealing with this at the moment because I've been there and I still go through it with my own parents. So I'll use myself as an example. There's a couple of things that my parents don't really understand about what Lewis and I do. The first thing is being open about our lives on social media. They see it as being self-absorbed. They don't understand, why you need to publicize your lives. It should be private, but that's just their generation. Saying this to criticize my parents in any way. I love my parents very, very much, and I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for them. It's just a difference between me and them. And the second divide, which a lot of you guys are dealing with, is the finance issue. My parents they're not poor by any means, but I've always seen them work very hard for what they earn. But working hard in a traditional sense, working on your laptop from home is just so out of their sphere of awareness, and they don't really understand it. So when I started living this lifestyle and I started working from home and working on my laptop, there was a lot of challenge from my parents. So the first thing I want to talk about is this idea that just because your parents are challenging you doesn't mean they love you any less. I've come to believe that love is the balance of both support and challenge. When I need my parents to support me, they will be there 110%. And sometimes without me wanting it or realizing I need it, my parents will also be there to challenge me. Both are coming from a place of love. So if there's one thing that I can recommend when your parents are challenging you, is stay balanced, stay calm, and just see it from a place of love. For example, in my own life, if my parents didn't challenge me about YouTube, about my job, about my life, I wouldn't have stood up for what I did, and I wouldn't have had a fire to keep going. So if you're being challenged by your parents and you subordinate to them and you don't stand up for what you're doing, then maybe it wasn't really what you wanted to do, or maybe you need to break that subordination. The second tip I want you to remember is that this is your life. This is not your parents' life. You were born in this generation. You're born in this time of the world. And one of the biggest lessons that I've learned is that sometimes the children, us, you and me, are here to express parts of our parents that they have repressed. And that is a beautiful thing about the divine order in the universe. We are here to bring forth parts of our parents that they have not loved yet so that they can love it in us. And the third and final tip that has been a massive influence in my own life is having a vision and a mission greater than your parents. As the circle of life usually works, we are here to live past our parents. So we need to have a vision and a mission that surpasses them. As much as you may want to please your parents and make them proud, one day they are going to pass away, many years in the future, I hope. But then what? It's a bit morbid to think about, but one day your parents will pass away, and one day you and I will pass away. So what is the vision? What is the mission? What is the legacy you want to leave behind? So in recap, understand that love is the balance of both support and challenge. Your parents still love you even when they are fighting with you. Number 2, this is your life. This is when you were born as their children. So honor that and live that. And number 3, have a vision and a mission greater than their lives and greater than even your own life. What is the legacy you want to leave behind?